Good morning, traders. Welcome to StockCast. My name is Todd Derby, along with my co-host, James Mason. Good morning, James. How was your weekend?
Todd, good morning. I guess it was all right. How was yours?
Mine was good. I had my girls team that I coach for soccer. We won our quarterfinal game in the state tournament, headed to the state semifinals.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it was a challenging game. We were up one, tied one, went down 2-1, came from behind to win 3-2.
Nice. Man, how many championships do you have?
A couple.
Do you walk around with your championship rings on?
When I'm off camera, I usually wear I do my best Michael Spitz imitation, just walk around with my medals and no.
Yeah. Like you go into the store, you just tell everybody about it.
Like, oh yeah. Let me tell you.
Yeah, just be like bringing it randomly, be like, I got a championship ring. Everyone's like, what? And you show up the what age range is it? 9, 10?
These are 12-year-old girls.
Okay, so soccer.
Yeah, soccer.
Yeah, yep. So you show your 12-year-old girl soccer ring championship ring, flashing it off.
Exactly.
Hey, but no one can hate on you because all you have to say is, "Where's your championship ring?"
That's. I remember one time, like a long time ago, it was a new dentist, and I was getting in the chair, and we're talking. He goes, "What do you do?" And I go, "I'm a soccer coach." And he goes, "Oh, so am I." Like I started laughing. I'm like, "No, you're not."
Todd's one of those people, man, for real. Like, no, you're not. Do you have a championship ring?
like he thought what he did Saturday mornings was the equivalent of what I do all week in running my club and coaching education and licensing. It was just funny. It'd be like me saying I'm a dentist. And
yeah. So, for those who don't know, like Todd's not like this little league soccer coach. No, not that at all. Like the girls who are on his teams, like it's like, Todd, can you explain it a little bit better? Because I know sure. I won't be able to explain it. Right?
Yeah, it's travel soccer. So I mean, I've been involved in the game for 30 plus years, but families try out and then they're part of the team. They pay decent money, and I get paid a pretty good salary or a coaching fee to coach soccer. There are volunteer families or volunteer dads, or they coach at a different level, but kids I'm coaching are usually at one of the highest levels or top levels in the state. And then I'm also involved. I'm a national staff for coaching education, which I do less of that. That's I don't do that as much as I've done the last few years, partly because of COVID. They've made it more virtual. So, but I used to own a club. I used to own an indoor facility, and I've been very fortunate to make a livelihood to where now I can do what I'm doing now. But the last 30 years, I wear shirts and t-shirts and made my livelihood.
So how many times can you run up and down the soccer field?
Me, I can not very much right now. But back in the day when I had to, when I played, I would up and down the field. That's what I tell kids. I go, it's not my job to run around the field. My job is just to blow the whistle, make you run around the field.
Exactly.
Right. Karen's right. I just seen the comments. These are cracking me up. Todd is a gatekeeper. Second place doesn't get a trophy. That's damn straight, Karen.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Dow futures are currently up 303 points. S&P 500 is up 35 points. Man, if y'all were in the TTBB, you saw the tweets last Friday, when I was talking about the whales. They were the whales on the eye were indicating that the market was going to reverse. Not necessarily when I say that a reversal, not like it's too early to tell if it's full blown reversal. We don't know, but we've seen this damn thing bounce. That's my point here. But yeah, like, man, it was a lot easier for me to accept it when I couldn't see the setup on the chart at all. And I'm not gonna lie, guys. Last week when they were going long, there was there was no damn setup on the chart. Like, and it was just so hard. That's why I took that YOLO. That's why I said YOLO SPY call. That way, you know, if y'all asses got smoked in, I'd be like, well, I said it was a YOLO.
So I saw that, and I don't trade options, so I didn't take a SPY call. What's their setup to do that? What's their setup? Or are they such in a position it's not a setup for them? They are the setup. They just make it happen.
They got the B setup. It's called $1 billion accounts. That's what happened. Their setup was nothing technical on the chart at all. It's just like I know what to look for when I look at the eye and I watch like the SPX and SPY or even the Qs. Like you can see the position that they're holding, and once they get over $1 billion, they're serious as shit. So they got up to like, if I remember correctly, like 1.4 billion. And I was like, damn, they're serious about this shit. And man, lo and behold, at the end of the day on Friday, the damn market just whipped right back around, and I mean it pushed up pretty nicely. So when this bell rings, I'm cashing in. Like I ain't risking this shit. I'm cashing in. That was easy. It was only one contract for me.
They're dealing with 1.4 billion, and James is dealing with one little contract.
Yeah, like $280.
You playa.
Yeah. Well, like I said, like it's just, even though I've seen it happen so many times with them, there has to be that time that they get burned. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well,
like, don't get me wrong, I believe in the data, but like it's so hard psychologically for me to take my money, and just because these guys over here are throwing a damn $1 billion at it, like it's still kind of hard to be like, okay, well, they're throwing $1 billion at it. Let me throw my $200-$300 at this, just because like I trade off the technical analysis, and this trade there was zero technical analysis in it at all. And so it's just so hard to just do it, to be honest. But that's why I just did a YOLO, or I called it a YOLO. Shit, it's gonna pay off.
So I just was looking at my option trading chart, just where my montage to buy, and I don't have the YOLO button on mine. Where is
So yeah, that's a spot, that's the market right now. That one should be a decent profit. We'll just have to see what it calculates to. And I say probably, hopefully it's at least 100%. But I'm going to say between 100, 200%. And, whatever. It is what it is.
nice?
So, yeah. So that is SPY. Man. So I'm looking at my pre-market scanner. Now, there is more news today. And when I say news, I'm talking about just articles. Doesn't mean that they're good articles or catalysts or anything like that, but still, like we still don't have much of anything. I mean, we have CBIO. They're having a nice little push. They're up 156% right now, and I mean, I can show you all the chart, but the play has already been made on it. So, there's really no point for us to talk about something that that looks like this.
It's also under $1 right now.
Exactly. Yeah. Because we do know that, like, if we try to break this down, really, unless if there's some kind of short squeeze or whatever, chances are that based off this setup, like how much is pushed up right now, it usually pulls back pretty hard and people get smoked right in here. So that's why we usually don't talk about these tickers that have already ran pre-market like this.
Good morning.
Because there's just nothing to really work with, in our opinions. So yeah, besides like, things like this, like, man, there's still just not much of anything. Large caps as a whole, let's see. I mean, obviously we had that sharp pullback in the overall market last week. So a lot of things just gonna be kind of taking this little bullish bounce today. But still, guys, be careful, because with how bullish this pre-market is this morning, one, it could always change. Two, hold on a second. So one, it can always change. Two, shit, I forgot what I was gonna say for number two. Two was something. I was gonna say something for number two, but one, it can always change on this. You just got to. Oh yeah, this is what I was gonna say. Like, you just have to be careful with how bullish everything is pre-market right now, because while you could see something and let's just say you felt like, oh, this is going to be a full-blown reversal here. This is usually when people make those horrible entries, and they'll make that horrible entry and then it will pull back on them and they freak out. They realize they made a horrible entry because that everything had pushed up so hard pre-market. Then they cut it for a massive loss, and then it usually bounces and then just whips off and goes doing whatever it's going to do. And then they usually try to chase it higher, so they're buying less, paying more, and a lot of times it happens again. So just be careful, guys. If this is a reversal in the market, which I don't think it is. I mean, maybe it's a bounce in the market, but not like a real reversal. If you guys remember me talking, I think it was last week or a week before, when I was showing the SPY chart and I was comparing it to when the market dropped back between 07 and 09, and how I said that I felt like the market would kind of like consolidate here, do this little bounce, go sideways, and then it's going to tip over in the future. I feel like that's where we're at right now. So we'll just have to see, but let's actually take a look at the VIX really quickly right here. So here we are, the VIX on the 5-minute chart, but let's put it on the daily chart. All right. So when I'm looking at this VIX chart right here, I'm just going to zoom back in a second. Hold on. The first thing that I do notice is I'm looking at this MACD. Those candlesticks are, at the moment, are thinning out. If this thing rolls over green, there's a good chance that the VIX is going to bounce somewhere right in here in the days to come and just rip and just continue north. If that happens, market's going to pull back and we're going to go back into the shit show that we were in last week. Also, too, if I back out, like, I hate talking about patterns, but this one kind of is true. This does look like the beginning setup of a what's it called? Cup of handle, yeah. So we have the first side up here. It's coming down. This next side, I mean, it could come up and test this range. It could shoot higher. Honestly, I think it's going to shoot higher, in my opinion. And then whenever it does that, it usually falls off after that, and that's usually the bottom of the market. But because we're not to that point yet, I believe we still have more to come. I believe we're going to get hammered overall in the market going forward in the future. And honestly, let me see. Let me look at SPY again. So we almost hit, a couple months ago, I made a call out of the market for the SPY to hit 370. We're kind of bouncing off of this 380 range. So that's pretty damn close. And actually, I called it somewhere near the top up here. But, so 10 points off, that's pretty damn good, calling it almost 100 points ago. But once this kind of consolidates, back to what I was saying, and then rolls over, my next range is going to be for support 343, right around here. And then We're gonna call bottom at 290.
Wow.
So that's what I'm looking at. Really over the next, I say year and a half, somewhere in there.
If it hits 290, that's going to put people who are within 2 years of retirement. They may delay their retirement.
Yeah, y'all ain't retiring. I mean, like, I hate to say it. I mean, if you're banking off of a pension, it's gonna be hard. That's the scary thing about it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. In my opinion, I think we haven't even began to start to see pain in the market. So that's just my prediction, for what it's worth. But other than that, let's see what we got going on in the comments.
All right.
Let's see.
Good morning. S-Jen, you have someone else posting news stories now. Are you branching out? You and Jordan Garcia? I like it. Monkeypox is in play now.
That's true. All right, yeah. So it seems kind of slow in the comments today. Not too many people. I mean, people are talking, but not really talking about tickers. But other than that, Todd, that's all I have for today. Do you have anything else?
We didn't run a show on Friday, and it was S-John's birthday. So belated happy birthday!
Oh, happy birthday, S-John.
Yeah. So I realized that after we announced that, I was like, oh, you know what? We're gonna miss calling his birthday out after all he does for us. So hope he had a great weekend.
Well, we took a day off in his memory. You know,
yeah.
not like in his memory, like he's not with us, but like to honor him. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's why we did it.
All right. Have a great day, everyone.
All right. Yeah. So, yeah, guys, watch out for this market. I mean, it's still going to be wild. You're going to have a lot of people who are going to be predominantly bearish right now. They're going to get smoked. And if the market does start pushing up, you're going to end up having people getting predominantly bullish again, and they're going to get smoked when it drops. So that's why I'm going to cash in on this SPY call. I'll reanalyze everything throughout the day as I see fit and just take it one trade at a time. Until then, appreciate y'all for tuning in today. And oh yeah, everybody remember that to sign up for that predictive oncology webinar that is tomorrow. If you give a shit or not, but I'm just being honest.
I give a shit.
Yeah, me too. But I'm just saying.
I have a funny POAI story for you, real quick.
All right, what's that?
My daughter is in it, and her average is down. I want to say it's either 77 cents or 83 cents, but she's got a healthy position for a 17-year-old. She says to me almost daily, "Hey, Dad, how's your POAI looking today?"
Man,
because she knows my average is over $1, and so like little smart ass.
I'd sell her damn shares. I'm like, how's your average? All right, everybody. We appreciate y'all tuning in today. Remember, oh yeah, don't say trade safe, trade smart anymore. Yeah, don't screw up. That's what I say.
Don't screw up.
Don't screw up. So, all right, guys, appreciate y'all tuning in, and we will catch y'all on the next one.